Welcome to lecture series on digital electronics under EPG Pathshala. All electronics products or gadgets make use of some kind of human interface, and the human interface in the form of keyboard or display. All these devices could be interfaced to digital products with the help of two important devices. These are encoder and a decoder. Almost all gadgets like calculator, computers, mobile, ATM, fax machine and so on require some kind of human interface. Encoders are basically the devices which convert human readable code into binary, that is the machine readable code, and the binary system can process this information and could be delivered back to the real world in the form of binary to human readable code, and that human readable code could be either in the form of decimal, hexadecimal or ASCII form. Encoders are usually classified into two categories. One is a linear encoder and the second one is priority encoder. In this module, we will learn about the basic principles of encoder, designing and its application in digital systems. Let us define the learning objectives of the session. Initially, you will understand the need of encoders and decoders. In order to get insight into the digital system, let us learn the principles of encoding. It is also important to understand the classification of encoders. We will focus it on two major types of encoders, linear encoders and priority encoders. After learning the design principles, let us get familiar with applications of encoders. With these learning objectives, let us begin the journey into the world of encoders. Modern digital systems like calculators, mobile phones, fax machines, computers and other digital gadgets use binary numbers 1 and 0 for processing and storage. However, our language of communication is in the form of decimal number and alphabet characters. It is difficult for human being to understand the information represented in binary. Therefore, there is a need of a group of devices to convert readable language to machine or binary language. To achieve this task, several binary codes are developed. The process of generating binary codes is known as encoding and the reverse process is known as decoding. Let us consider a simple example to demonstrate the role of encoder and decoder. Figure indicates simple block diagram of generalized digital system. A digital system cannot be complete without encoders and decoders. It contains 5 basic building blocks. Keyboard and 7 segment displays are the input and output devices respectively. Encoders essentially receive the input from the keyboard. Many keyboards use encoders to provide machine recognizable code, that is binary, and decoder accepts the processed binary code and converts back in the format useful for the output devices like 7 segment display, CRT or printer. BCD, binary, octal, hexadecimal, ASCII and decimal are the most common codes used in digital systems. Thus, encoders and decoders play an important role in code conversion process in digital system. One can make comparison of the above system with the functional blocks of handheld calculator. Let us now understand the basics of encoder. The process of converting human readable code to machine readable code, that is binary, is known as encoding. An encoder is a combinational circuit that converts more familiar numbers, symbols or characters into binary code. An encoder has number of input lines but only one of them is activated at a time, representing a digit or a character, and produces a binary code depending on which input is activated. The logic symbol of encoder is indicated with M inputs and N outputs. In short, it is a multiple inputs and multiple outputs device. An encoder has M number of input lines and N number of output lines. The number of outputs N are always less than the number of inputs. Here, the number of inputs can have following relation: M is less than or equal to 2 raised to n. Thus, the encoder accepts M input digital word and converts it into n bit digital word. Encoders can also be devised to encode various symbols and characters for the keypad and keyboards. Some of the most commonly used encoders are linear encoders and priority encoders. Encoder accepts an active label on one of its inputs representing a digit such as decimal or octal digit and converts it to a coded output such as binary or BCD. Some commonly used encoders are: first, linear encoders such as decimal to BCD, octal to binary, hexadecimal to binary, where the number of inputs are less than 16 and implements normal encoding. And the second example is priority encoders. Linear encoders. Linear or normal encoders accepts M inputs with only one is activated at a given time and produces n bit output code. As the numbers of output lines are n, it is possible to encode maximum up to 2 raised to n inputs. In many digital systems, octal, decimal or hexadecimal numbers are used as inputs. Let us now discuss the working principle and designing of these encoders. Let us consider the designing of octal to binary encoder. An octal to binary encoder is also known as 8-line to 3-line encoder. It accepts 8 inputs. In octal to binary encoder, the system has 8 inputs and produces 3-bit output corresponding to activated octal input. Let us prepare the truth table of octal to binary encoder. There are 8 inputs: I0, I1, I2, I3, I4, I5, I6 and I7, and 3 outputs Y0, Y1 and Y2. In linear encoder, only one input is active at a time. Let us consider I0 is equal to 1 and other inputs are at logic 0. The binary output for this combination is 0, 0, 0. Let us now consider I1 is equal to 1 and other inputs are at logic 0. The binary output for this combination is 0, 0, 1. Using this principle, we can prepare the truth table for all remaining inputs. The output of the encoder provides the necessary outputs from 0, 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1 respectively. There are in all 8 possible input conditions. In the truth table, the input variable I0 represents least significant digit LSD and I7 represents most significant digit MSD. Similarly, in the outputs, Y0 represents least significant bit LSB and Y2 is the most significant bit, that is MSB. The truth table includes only all valid combinations of the inputs. The valid combination are those which have exactly one input equal to logic 1, while all other inputs are at logic 0. Let us design the encoder. As the number of inputs are 8, K-maps cannot be used to derive the Boolean expressions. Hence, the Boolean expression can be directly derived from the truth table by visual inspection. Let us obtain the Boolean expression for each output. Output y0 is 1 if any of the inputs I1 or I3 or I5 or I7 is 1. Then the Boolean expression is y0 is equal to I1 OR with I3 OR with I5 OR with I7. Similarly, the Boolean expression for y1 is equal to I2 or I3 or I6 or I7. The Boolean expression for y2 can be written as y2 is equal to I4 or I5 or I6 or I7. An octal 2 binary encoder is also known as 8-line to 3-line encoder. It accepts 8 inputs and produces 3-bit output corresponding to the activated octal input. Let us implement the Boolean expression for y0. The OR gate is used to produce the sum of I1, I3, I5 and I7. Let us implement the Boolean expression for y1. The OR gate is used to produce sum of I2, I3, I6 and I7. Let us implement the Boolean expression for y2. The OR gate produces this sum of I4, I5, I6 and I7. This octal 2 binary encoder design has few drawbacks. In the encoder, at a time only one input must be active. Now let us think about what will happen when more than one inputs are active, or what will be the output when no input is activated. If the number of active inputs is greater than 1, then the output is incorrect. Similarly, when no inputs are active, then all outputs are low, which is also similar to output generated by active input I0. To resolve the first problem, one must design and use the priority encoder, where the output corresponding to the input with higher weightage is generated. The solution to the second drawback is to generate additional output signal to check the validity of inputs. If no inputs are active, data is invalid. Let us now consider another encoder, that is decimal to BCD encoder. A decimal to BCD encoder is also known as 10-line to 4-line encoder. It accepts 10 inputs and produces a 4-bit output corresponding to the activated decimal input. The truth table of decimal to BCD encoder is shown in the table. There are 10 inputs corresponding to 10 decimal inputs I0, I1 to I9 and 4 outputs Y0, Y1, Y2 and Y3. Let us look at the table carefully. Note the encoder assumption that only one of the inputs is activated, that is at logic 1, and other inputs are not activated. In linear encoder, only one input is active at a time. Let us consider I0 is equal to 1 and other inputs are at logic 0. The binary output for this combination is all 4 bits 0. Let us consider I1 is equal to 1 and other inputs are at logic 0. The binary output for this combination is 0, 0, 0, 1. Using this principle, we can prepare the truth table for all remaining inputs. The output of encoder provides necessary outputs from 000 to 1001 respectively. There are in all 10 possible input conditions. In the truth table, I0 represents least significant digit and I9 represents most significant digit. Similarly, in the output, Y0 represents LSB and Y3 represents MSB. The truth table includes only all valid combinations of the inputs. Let us design the encoder. As the number of inputs are 10, K-maps cannot be used to derive the Boolean expression. The Boolean expression can be directly obtained from the truth table through visual inspection. Output Y0 is 1 if any of the inputs I1 or I3 or I5 or I7 or I9 is 1. Then the Boolean expression is Y0 is equal to I1 or I3 or I5 or I7 or I9. Similarly, the Boolean expression for output Y1 is Y1 is equal to I2 or I3 or I6 or I7. Similarly, the output Y2 is equal to I4 or I5 or I6 or I7. Finally, the output Y3 is given by Y3 is equal to I8 or I9. Decimal to BCD encoder contains 10 inputs and 4 outputs. From these Boolean expressions, the decimal to BCD encoder can be implemented by using simple 3-4 OR gates. From these Boolean expressions, the decimal to BCD encoder can be implemented by using 4 OR gates. The output Y0 is equal to I1 or I3 or I5 or I7 or I9. We can even consider OR gate for output Y1 as I2 or I3 or I6 or I7. Similarly, output Y2 can be obtained by connecting I4, I5, I6 and I7 to the OR gate. Similarly, the output Y3 can be obtained by connecting I8 and I9 to the OR gate. Hexadecimal to binary encoder. Hexadecimal to binary encoder accepts 16 inputs, that is 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 9, then A, B, C, D, E and F, and produces 4-bit binary code corresponding to activated hexadecimal input. The logic diagram for hexadecimal to binary encoder can be developed on the similar lines of decimal to BCD encoder. The only thing is that this encoder will have 16 input lines. The truth table for the same encoder can be prepared by simply writing 4-bit binary code for each activated hexadecimal input as shown in the table. Standard encoders generate the wrong output code when there is more than one input present at logic 1. This is one of the major disadvantages of the linear encoders. One of the simplest way to overcome this problem is to prioritize the inputs. If there are more than one input at logic 1, then actual code corresponding to highest designated priority are produced, and all other inputs with lower priority will be ignored. This type of encoder is known as priority encoder. Let us consider 4 to 2 priority encoder. It has 4 inputs, namely I0, I1, I2 and I3, and 2 outputs. Priorities are given to the input lines. In this case, I3 is having highest priority than other inputs. I2 has second highest priority as compared to I1 and I0 and so on. If 2 or more inputs are at logic 1 at the same time, the input line with highest priority will be considered for generating binary output. There are 4 inputs I0 through I3 and 2 outputs Y0 and Y1. With these 4 inputs, the actual truth table would have been with 16 possible input conditions. But for simplicity, the truth table is prepared wisely and contain only few conditions with the help of X, that is don't care condition. As shown in the truth table, out of the 4 inputs, I3 has highest priority and I0 has lowest priority. That means when I3 is equal to 1, then Y1 is equal to 1 and Y0 is also equal to 1 irrespective of other inputs. Let us now prepare a K-map for this priority encoder. I3, I2 provides the rows and I1, I0 forms the columns. Let us first prepare K-map for output Y1. All the output values are placed for each possible input. The logic 1 is mapped for each output for all input conditions. For output Y1, it is possible to group 8 neighboring cells to form the octet. From visual inspection of the K-map, it is possible to eliminate 3 variables and the output will provide only I2. From visual inspection of the K-map, it is possible to form another octet. This octet provides only I3 and eliminates 3 variables. It is possible to have 2 octets. From these octets, we can eliminate 3 variables each. The remaining unchanged variables are written in the simplest form, that is Y1 is equal to I3 or I2. Let us now prepare a K-map for output Y0. All the output values are placed for each possible input. The logic 1 is mapped for each output for all input conditions. For output Y0, it is possible to group 8 neighboring cells to form the octet. The octet provides only I3 by visual inspection and eliminates 3 variables. From visual inspection of the K-map, it is possible to form another group, that is chord. This chord provides only I2 bar I1 by visual inspection and eliminates rest of 2 variables. The remaining unchanged variables are written in the simplest form as Y0 is equal to I3 or with I2 bar and I1. Let us draw a logic diagram for 4 to 2 priority encoder. It has 4 input lines. The 2 outputs are Y1 and Y0 respectively. The logic expression clearly indicates need of AND, OR and inverter gates for design. Inverter provides complement of I2. For the implementation of Y0, we require one AND and a OR gate. The output Y1 is implemented using only OR gate. Further, one can introduce one more output for the priority encoder to indicate whether the output is valid or not. This special output is also called as validity indicator. It is generated by simply ORing all possible inputs. If all the inputs are 0, the output is invalid, and the output is valid, that is logic 1, only when at least one input is active. Let us now talk about 8 to 3 priority encoder. It has 8 inputs and 3 outputs. In the truth table of this priority encoder, the highest priority is given to the input I7 and the least priority is to I0. When more than one inputs are activated at a time, the binary output corresponding to the higher priority number is encoded. IC 74148 is commercially available in the form of 8 to 3 line priority encoder. In addition to the 8 inputs and 3 outputs, it also has enable input and enable output along with group select. Kindly note that all the IO lines are active low. Similarly, IC 74147 is a decimal to BCD priority encoder with all active low IO lines. Let us look at some interesting applications of encoders. I have a calculator here. The keypad of this calculator is basically some kind of hex keypad along with certain function keys. All these keys are recognized by a device called encoder. Similarly, if you look at the laptop, which has more than 80 keys, and these keys can be recognized with the help of ASCII encoder. This is some kind of a human interface. Another interesting thing, if you notice, the smartphone. Here we have a touch screen and the position of the finger can be encoded with the help of some kind of XY position encoder. These are some of the simple applications. But if you look at the several human machine interfaces, you will see that like optical encoder can allow you to measure the position or the speed or the velocity of any moving object. Similarly, you can have a relative or incremental position of that body. In addition to that, you can see there are several applications where certain devices like keyboard, mouse, keypad, printer can be connected to a laptop. These devices require some kind of priority in interfacing, and priority encoder can help the microprocessor system designer to recognize that important device. In addition to that, we can have several simple applications wherein we can use keyboard encoders like ATM or fax machine, washing machines. They require simple switches to be interfaced to the microprocessor or a microcontroller or the smart system that is present within the product. These are some of the wonderful applications of the encoder. For electronic calculators, there are 10 switches for decimal numbers 0 to 9 and some function keys. When a digit is pressed, the internal circuit understands which key is pressed and keyboard encoder will give a code corresponding to key pressed. This diagram indicates linear interconnection of 10 keys for encoding purpose. Key closure can be encoded by the priority encoder. As all the inputs are active low, inputs are tied to plus VCC through a resistor R. When some key is pressed, the input is connected to ground, indicating the key closure. As the outputs are active low, the final binary is obtained by inverting the outputs. As the number of keys in the keyboard increases, one can arrange the keys in two-dimensional matrix in the form of matrix keyboard. Figure indicates the arrangement of 16 keys in a matrix form. There are 4 rows and 4 columns. This type of keyboard is also known as 4x4 matrix keyboard or hex keypad. One can use keyboard scanning technique to detect key pressed. In this matrix keyboard, all columns are connected through a pull-up resistor to logic 1 and rows are connected to ground. When one key is pressed, the corresponding key column goes low, and low at the column indicates the key is pressed. But to read the exact key pressed, it is necessary to make a row low one by one and read the column data as soon as to detect 0 in that column. The corresponding row and column data is the indication of the position of the key. While interfacing many devices to microprocessor, it is possible to make use of priority encoder to set up the priority amongst the interrupted devices. Interrupting device will make the line low and priority encoder will communicate this information to the microprocessor. Let us now sum up the things that we have studied in this session. Encoder is basically a combinational circuit normally required for interfacing different input devices to the digital system. Encoders are classified into two categories. The first one is a linear encoder and second one is a priority encoder. Linear encoders are of a type 4 to 2, 8 to 3 and decimal to binary encoder, whereas priority encoders are possible for this existing three different types. Encoders have many applications in consumer products, office appliances and any electronics personal products. In this session, we have studied the basic principles, designing and applications of the encoder. Thank you.